climate change is the changes in the world's weather, especially an increase in the temperature caused by things such as carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Nowadays, the climate is changing and the world is not affected well by it. Now we are interviewing a 50-year-old farmer, Mr. Adnan. He is going to tell us about the changes in his farm.
The climate has changed. I won very few crops this year. 20 years ago, the same field yielded 5 or 6 timer. The crop of what I currently earn.
Guys, would you like me to show you climate change in practice?
They go to the dried up riverend.
What happened here?
We used to come here for a picnic. There was a very beautiful river here, but now there is not even water here because of climate change.
This place looks like the farmer's field on TV.
Yes, my son, it is like that farmer's field. The soil becomes dry and unproductive as the rain has decreased.
So why is this happening?
Because of the activities that people do unconsciously.
So what else do these activities cause?
Melting of glaciers, global warming, and it causes a change of seasons.
What is global warming?
Global warming is the gradual heating of Earth's surface, oceans, and atmosphere.
What are the results of changes for seasons?
It should have snowed here this season, but there is no snow around. Some scientists say that now we can swim in the sea in January and it can snow in August.
Remember, the farmer on the news, he is having trouble because of it. This, if you realize, it is raining very little now and they are running out of resources. If we are not careful, we may not have any water in the future.
Father, is it about when animals go extinct?
Yes, my daughter.
So what can we do to prevent them?
We can use things like perfume, deodorant less.
What is the damage of perfume?
Perfume and deodorant damage the ozone layer, which causes a greenhouse effect.
What is the greenhouse effect?
The greenhouse effect is warming of Earth's surface and troposphere.
People should prefer public transportation until most of the community has electric cars.
We must throw the finished batteries into water recycling bins, and we must recycle them, because these materials are mixed into the soil and water when they are thrown to nature, and as a result, living things are affected badly by this pollution.
Such kind of activities that people do affect the environment negatively, and as a result of this, climate change, which is a big problem of our time, occurred.
As you can see here now, the river that's been flowing for years has dried up because of climate change. As a result, animals die. Animals like frogs and fish here regulate our ecosystem. But the river has dried up because of the unconscious and environmentally damaging people here. The environment complains about this situation and reacts to us with climate change. In the past, the water flowing in the river was used for agricultural purposes. As the drying river creates a bad image in the environment, the creatures that live here and benefit from the water die from thirst because there is no water.
If you remember, 10 years ago, we talked to Mr. Adnan. Now we are going to back him.
10 years ago, I had very few crops coming out of my field. But thanks to responsible people, I get 7 times the product I bought 10 years ago. I thanks responsible people.
And we thank you to those who pick up the garbage in the vicinity, who leave their cars and take public transport, who drive electric cars, to those who wear filters in the cleanness of their factories.
Hello friends, today we'll learn about deforestation. Deforestation means cutting or clearing of trees or forests over a large area for the facilitation of human activities. It is a serious environmental concern since it can result in the loss of biodiversity, disturbances in the water cycle, damage to natural habitats, and soil erosion. Deforestation is also a major contributor to global warming and climate change. Let's see the causes of deforestation. Agriculture. Trees are cut to provide land for cultivation and agriculture. Housing. People cut trees to provide land for houses, buildings, and factories.
I think this array is the best option for your nation.
I want this place. Destroy it right now.
Alright sir, we will start soon.
What's going on here, man? They cut down our trees.
Whatever, BQ. You have no right to destroy your forest.
Who are you? This place is private area. I can do whatever I want. It's none of your business. Get out of here!
Yes, here's the next news. Deforestation. This incident happening in Karadeniz area. We connected to battle right now.
Yes, I am here. Mr. Arda, we are wondering about your opinions on this subject.
We don't want our trees to be cut down and built. This place is our home. There are a lot of animals, living creatures here. We should leave green for our next generation.
Green spaces around the world are seriously disappearing. Let's get our guest opinions on this subject.
There is no more green space. When I look to old photos, I see the forest everywhere. But now, buildings everywhere. The world like this, we can't breathe.
The only solution to this situation is to stop cutting trees and plant saplings. Otherwise, we will have to live without oxygen. We will make our own end.
Yes, dear viewers, as you can see, the whole society is disturbed by the world we live in. This world has become uninhabitable. Now everyone should ask themselves the question, what should we do to prevent forest destruction and for a greener world?
What does it take to get a drink in this place?
Hi everybody, today our topic is global warming. As a result of the greenhouse effect caused by the gases released by humans, the increase in temperature on the Earth's surface is called global warming. Burning fossil fuels, the destruction of carbon dioxide and nitrous oxide gases in the atmosphere has increased due to reasons such as deforestation, rapid population growth, and increased consumption tendency in societies. So, what do you think may happen in the world in the future as a result of global warming?
What could happen in the future?
It's too hot here. No air conditioner?
Oh my god, the talking bear!
Why are you surprised? The polar ice caps have melted, seawater level rose, and soil losses increased in some part of the world. I don't have any place to stay. Where will I live now?
You can live in our freezer if you want.
Hurricanes and floods have increased. In some parts of the world, global warming. My house flooded. My belongings were flooded. Where will I live now?
Half of our world had to face drought and desertification. All my crops and soil dried up. What will we eat now?
Temperatures have risen in winters. Spring is coming early, autumn is late. Migration periods have changed, so flying times have changed. I lost my clock. Have you seen my friend?
I think they are headed that way.
As a result of global warming, forest fires have increased. Most of the forests were burned. I lost my friends in the fire. The tree I live in was ash. Where will I live now?
Keep calm and drink some water.
Thank you, but this water is not enough to save or burn forest.
I used to live near the HÜSEYİN river in İmranlı. The HÜSEYİN was one of the longest rivers in our country, but now the river has dried up due to global warming.
How come? Even yesterday, I went swimming in the river with my friends. Everything was perfect. No way. No way.
Bilal, wake up, wake up!
No way. Thank goodness. It's all a dream. It was nightmare actually. Guys, Let's put a stop to global warming for our future. Otherwise, there will be no world in which we can live.
Walking out of time, looking for a better place.
Finally, the day is over.
Right, you had an exam, right? What was it?
Yeah, it was terrible. You know, chemistry is hard for me.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, same stuff for me. You wanna watch some TV?
Yeah, it should be grateful.
Good morning. We are here to you with breaking news. As you all know, water pollution is endangering human life day by day. With the help of rapid urbanization, overgrowth of the population, and industrial expansions, the water pollution situation is getting worse. And thus, as with these reasons, we, as individuals who can fight up in this challenge, have to prevent ever waste of water, stopping compounds which can take decades to split apart to go into our precious waters, and pay attention on how we throw our domestic waste. A practice which is currently used in the capital of United Kingdom, London, has limited the water usage by person on 50 liters. We also have to lessen the usage of really slow bleaches, fertilizers, and other chemical drugs that pose a threat to our waters.
I have a cousin who is currently living under a city which uses the practice the news told about, so I got at least some things to say about it. From what I have heard, the situation is really grim. It seems some workers give out water every 7 hours from water tanks which were planted in specific areas. The 50-liter amount was also soon to be changed into 25 liters due to water pollution becoming more worse.
I was going to drink water from the tap yesterday in my house, but suddenly the water that flew out of the tap was so polluted that I dared to drink a single sip of it. So I called a water company, but with no success. An executive said that with the severe amount of water pollution, water was getting handed out in a limited amount. With the pollution we have caused, we have made water a commodity.
was walking out the other day when I wanted a good old fish in bed. It was all fine. I sat down on a local fisher, ordered a tasty fish in bed, and right when I was about to open the bed to squeeze some lemon, I saw parts of what appeared to be a plastic bag. I went out to ask a waiter about this mess, and then he told me that this was now a widespread issue, and they were trying to be more careful about it. He moreover told me how it saddened him with the water life getting harmed because of this water pollution.
Water pollution is affecting every living creature on this planet. Without an immediate fix, unfortunately, our future generations will have to adapt over a massive water pollution problem. We will be having continuing stories about water pollution in the near future, as well as our duty calls it so.
It was horrible, right?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, that explains why fish is dead. The water was dirty all along. I'm sorry for your fish.
What can we do now?
I think we must inform our schoolmates about this issue. Maybe we might ask the school administration to have classes all about water pollution if we need to.
We can also set up a petition with our family order to send a request with our municipality for an immediate for of the issue.
Okay then, let's go!
What is air pollution? Air pollution is a mixture of solid particles and gases in the air. Car emissions, chemicals from factories, dust, pollen, and mold spores may be suspended as particles. Ozone, a gas, is a major part of air pollution in cities. When ozone forms air pollution, it is called smog.
Common air pollution causes are the burning of fossil fuels, industrial emission, indoor air pollution, wildfires, microbial decaying process, transportation, open burning of garbage waste, and construction and demolition. What causes air pollution? Air pollution is caused by solid and liquid particles and certain gases that are suspended in the air. These particles and gases can come from car and stack exhaust, factories, dust, pollen, multi-spores, volcanoes, and wildfires. The solid and liquid particles suspend in our air and called aerosols.
does air pollution affect humans? Long-term health effects from air pollution include heart disease, lung cancer, and respiratory diseases such as emphysema. Air pollution can also cause long-term damage to people's nerves, brain, kidneys, liver, and other organs. Some scientists suspect air pollutants cause birth defects.
The disastrous effects of air pollution are respiratory and heart problems. The effects of air pollution are alarming. Child health problems. Air pollution is bad to your health even before you take your first breath. Global warming, acid rain, effects on wildlife, and reduce of the ozone layer.
How we can prevent air pollution? Using public transport, turn off the lights when not in use, recycle and reuse, not use plastic bags, reduction of forest fires and smoking, use of fans instead of air conditioner, use filters of chimneys, and avoid use of crackers.
Examples for air pollution in our city, by the way. We have many factories in our city and they produce a lot of air pollution to the atmosphere. Sometimes the smoke is so high that cars are not allowed to drive downtown Valladolid.
If we don't act, the price that we pay for our inaction is very higher. Yes, there are 7 million premature deaths every year, and most of these deaths are in the vulnerable communities, in the developing countries, where there is less protection, there is less capacity to deal with this type of issue. Environmental challenges are serious, and they pose a serious threat to our lives and to this beautiful planet where we live. These challenges are transboundary. Environmental challenges, they know no boundary, so we have to tackle them, but no country or no nation can handle it alone. It will have to be done through a collaborative, through a cooperative efforts at all levels, at national level, at regional level, at global level. If we help these communities to shift to cleaner ways of cooking, cleaner ways of heating, perhaps we can make an impact there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our TV program. Today we will talk about soil pollution and discuss its effects and causes. Also, we will share some solutions. Let me introduce our guest of today. Our first guest is environmental specialist Mr. Poyraz. Second guest, environmental engineer Ms. Suna. Third guest is academician Ms. Shevman. Other guests are university students Ms. Terete and Ms. Mihriban. Hi, Ms. Poyraz. Could you tell us what this soil pollution is, please?
Hi everyone. Nowadays, pollution is a huge problem. Pollution is only one of pollution problems. It means degradation or destruction of the earth's surface and soil directly or indirectly as a result of human activities. Activities such as stock breeding and intensive farming use chemicals, pesticides, and fertilizers that pollute the land, just as happens with heavy metals and other natural and man-made chemical substances.
Thank you, Mr. Poyraz. You perfectly clarified it. Ms. Suna, can you share effects on wildlife and ecosystems of soil pollution?
Initial thanks for preparing an informative program. Land pollution leads to the depletion in forest forests, which affects the amount of rain. This problem can lead to other problems such as strain, the greenhouse effect, and global warming. It's dangerous to wildlife and ecosystem. Garbage and harmful chemicals pollute land and many forests which are habitat for many animals. Deforestation can affect animals as their natural habitat is lost. As a result, destruction can endangerment and extinction to both animals.
Thank you, Ms. Suna. Ms. Shevan, could you explain effects on human health?
Toxic chemicals and pesticides can lead to potentially fatal illnesses such as skin cancer, kidney diseases, liver damage, and human respiratory problems. These toxic chemicals reach to us through foods and vegetables grown in pollution seed. These chemicals can also seep into water systems and could be inbound rumors from
Thank you, Ms. Shevan. Mr. N, what are the environmental impacts of soil pollution?
In places where land pollution occurs, there are very bad smells and various lotus rays, magics and intense that can spread diseases, lands, feed, titrate, competition, and places where white dirt and space are generally not attractive to tourists, and Victoria therefore impacting the benefits of tourism and investment.
That sounds bad. What are the causes, well, Ms. Mihriban?
Chemical from agriculture, deforestation, littering, overcrowded landscape, toxic chemical and pesticides.
So, dear guests, what should we do for our world? How can we handle it?
People should not cut trees for making something, or people should plant a tree.
We should buy biodegradable products.
We should recycle and separate or garbage.
We should avoid to use plastic bags.
Industries should not throw their waste on land. We don't dump motor oil on the ground.
Thanks for sharing opinions and contribution. I hope we can change and do something, because the time has come to look after that lies under our feet.
The mayor, who won election newly, organizes a team and conducts a meeting with them. The mayor asks them to present their reports.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, we won the election. This is our first meeting. You can tell me about presentations of our city's problems.
Can I have the first word?
Yes, sure.
As you know, our city is against urban sprawl, and also our city ground without any control and plan. This situation disrupts the structure of the city and balance of urban services. The newly migrating population to the city creates infrastructure in human areas. Let me talk about causes of urban sprawl. These are layout of streets, building without control, lack of infrastructure, and problems in transportation. And these are the causes of urban sprawl. These are social unhappiness, waste or source, and pollution. And it causes everything like that. Thank you for listening to my presentation about the damage of urban sprawl to our city.
Thanks. I know some of them.
Ms. President, can I talk about?
Of course.
And canalization's principle makes second present urban problems brings infrastructure together. As you know, structures that made randomly on the tracer fields cause slums. Most important issues from infrastructure: drinkable water, canalizations, wastewater purification systems, and thick waste problems. Last month, children that playing at Haramidere died because of the poisoned water of the factory problems. Thank you, guys.
Great point, Sumra. What do you think, Arda?
Okay, let me talk. Unexpected migrations cause slums, and that will cause problems for youth. For example, we have a kid who lives in town and other kid who lives in slum. We can compare them because they have cultural differences. Also, they are forced to work in their little days, do theft and sell drugs. We should canalize them into social and cultural activities. It can be helpful for them. This is an example and...
Thanks, Arda. You are right.
Miss, I would like to take the floor.
Of course.
One person knows us, one line overburdened. They came from the village and they work for us in the factories and they stay overtime. Also trying to get used to life and they have their problems. They are doing their laundry outside and they are bathing their children outside and they are getting prepared for the winter outside. And it's not a proper look for our city, and that's all.
Thanks, Lisa. I see.
Can I have the last word?
Yes,
sure. As all you know, natural events cause disaster in cities because of global warming laws. And the main reason is unplanned urbanization. People locate in green places, destroy forests, and build houses nearby streambeds for slums. These are the causes that influence disaster like this. These are the problems that our city has. Solving these problems is our volunteerization process.
Thank you, Zainab. Thank you for your presentation. We found the problems in this meeting. I am waiting with your solution in next month. See you.
The mayor, who won the election, and the ministers went out to examine the places with unplanned urbanization, and the situation was examined, and not too strong. There is a high probability of collapse at risk of earthquake, so night dwellings are not preferred. People usually don't go there. They are afraid because if someone comes out at any time, they usually hurt. Alcoholic, lethargic settle here. They can roam more comfortably here. People who come here may not come because they don't read. For this, citizens should not give jobs to people from their own country with better opportunities so that they can pay. The rate of people reading should be increased. Criminals should be caught faster, so police appointments should be more. People should not be allowed any kind of immigration. Unplanned urbanization is a problem that needs to be avoided because it is caused by the growth of cities and the construction of new buildings without a planning. If we build our buildings in an unplanned and irregular way, we may encounter some problems. For example, if we build a house on a high point unplanned, there may be accidents there. We endanger our lives and the lives of others.
You are welcome, my friends. As you know, we won the elections.
Structure of the city and balance of urban services. The newly migrating population to the city creates infrastructural in human areas. And let me talk about the causes of urban sprawl, rate of stress, lack of infrastructure, and
or about our city.
President, can I have the first word?
Yes, sir.
Our city is against urban sprawl, and also our city grown without any control and plan. This situation disrupts the structure of the city and balance of urban services. The newly migrating population to the city creates infrastructure in human areas. Let me talk about such figures. President, can I have the first word?
Yes, sure.
As you know, our city is against urban sprawl, and also our city grown without any control and plan. This situation disrupts the structure of the city and balance of urban services. The newly
Hi.
Can I have the first word?
Yes, sure.
As you know, our city is against urban sprawl, and also our city grown without any control and plan. This situation disrupts the structure of the city and balance of urban services. The newly
Bir. Hayır. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, we won the elections. This is our first meeting. You can tell me about your presentation. This is our first meeting. You can tell me about your projects about our city.
President, can I have the first word?
Yes, sure.
Our city is against urban sprawl, and also our city grown without any control and plan. This situation disrupts the structure of the city and balance of urban services. The newly migrating population to the city creates infrastructural in human areas, and these are the causes of urban sprawl, rate of stress, lack of infrastructure, and building without control, and these are the results of urban sprawl, social unhappiness, waste or source, and pollution. Thank you for listening to my presentation about damage of the urban sprawl to our city.
Profesör Barış.
Of course, Professor Esma, we can call.
Hamza and Mrs. Shilan. You can stop. Thank you.
You appeared for us to be frozen and revived after 15 years. We searched your application and didn't find any drawback. You can start operations. I want to ask before starting, are you sure still? Do you accept all the conditions?
Yes, we are sure, Doctor.
Professor Esma, can you bring the form, please?
Of course, Professor Barış. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Esma. Here you are, Mrs. Shilan. Oh my God. We frozen two people 50 years ago. It is time to take them out.
I called here.
I said that we frozen two people 50 years ago. It is time to take them out.
I didn't put anything in the fridge. I remember now. Let's take them out.
What is the date today?
We are in 2053.
What? We are in 2017 too.
Make your decision, doctor. Are we in 53 or 72?
Look, the date is 2 March 2017 too.
You talked too much. Take out us from here.
Wait minute, you will need this mask. What is the date today? We are in 2053.
What? We are in 2017 too.
Make your decisions, doctor. Are in the 53 or 72?
Look, the date is 2 March 2017 too. She is very old.
You talk it too much. Take your house from here. Wait a minute, you will need this mess.
zararlı ışınlarından korunmak için uzmanlar güneş gözlüğü tavsiye ediyor. Ancak sahte ve kalitesiz güneş gözlüklerine de dikkat çekiyorlar. Çünkü kalitesiz bir güneş gözlüğü göz sağlığını korumak bir yana sorunlara yol açabiliyor.
Güneş gözlüğü gözleri zararlı ışınlardan koruyor. Ancak kaliteli ve standartlara uygun gözlük kullanmak şartıyla.
Marka ve cam kalitesine önem veriyorum. Benim için marka önemlidir.
Yani kalitesine bakıyorum öncelikle. Cam önemli, yani kalite olması. Çünkü gözlerime zarar vermemesi lazım.
Cam çok önemli, kaliteli cam.
Yaz ayları yaklaşıyor, güneş gözlüğü kullanımı artıyor. Kalitesiz ve sahte güneş gözlükleri gözü korumadığı gibi göz sağlığını tehdit ediyor.
Öncelikle en sık karşılaştığımız gözde kızarıklık, hassasiyet, sulanma, yanma, batma gibi
Okay, Mom. Yes, settle in here. I'm cleaning the house right now. Yeah. I think now the doorbell rang. I should look at this. I'll call you later. Bye. Welcome, sweet home. Thank you. Hello. How was your day? It was good. I cleaned the house all day and I also prepared the meal. Oh, let's start today. Okay. How was your day? Not bad. My dear, don't you think his France is very good at this time of year? Is it? Yes, for example, if we plan a holiday, can we relax our minds? That's really good. Mommy, give me chocolate. No, honey, I can't. Please. I was trying to hold back in my pocket. Who should I give it to? Me, please, me. Let's go look at the present, like both of you. Oh. Yay! Our family is going to try a difficult time with our other children doing else. What should we do? Our resources are running out. What are you doing, girl? Why did you finish your meal? Because I'm full. So why did you leave water on? I'm lazy. Also, why do you keep messing with me? I'm not messing with you. You must use the resources in the house sparingly. Can you buy me new books? Are you sure? Did you finish other books? No, not over. But I want to read new ones. First, you have to finish what you have. I can't write properly. Hey, what are you doing? I'm writing, but it's not work. I can't write properly. You should have waste papers. But I misspelled and
But you shouldn't waste papers.
Welcome, come in. How are you? Are you fine?
No, actually, there's a very loud noise coming out of your house. We are disturbed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll tell the girls right away.
I don't have any clothes.
Maria, why did you leave the light on?
I forgot. Anyway, you close it.
So, why is the room so messy?
I'm sorry. Did I pull over something and I left it that way? I don't want to pick them right now.
But you have a lot of clothes.
No, they're all old.
Daughter, don't squeeze this much deodorant, please.
But the room smells so bad, Mom.
If you spray so much deodorant, your room will be stuffy.
Ugh.